Hey, it's Dr. Amanda with StraightSmile Solutions, StraightSmileSolutions.com, and today we're going to be talking a little bit more about Ortho Munchies. And I just got my package yesterday. I'm going to be actually giving them to a patient, but I wanted to go over, because a lot of you are asking about them, how to use them, and everything like that. And to be really honest, I watched every single video that this company, that EOCA, put out about their munchies, and I was like more confused than when I started. So then I watched all the videos that a bunch of orthodontists have put out on the product, and they did an amazing job. So now I understand it a little bit more. I understand a Chewy, but I wanted to know, how do I explain to the patient exactly how to use their munchies? So this is the quick start guide. And the other thing I recommend is they give you a pretty nice catalog, which I still think is overwhelming. Looks like this. It's a lot of pages, and it goes over all the products. Personally, just my feedback, I think they have too many products, like way too many, and it's not clear which patient should use what. The other thing that I think is a little bit ridiculous is they go through this calculator where you have to put in some parameters about the case, how long it is, how many aligners, are you opening deep bites, are you correcting open bites, are you using elastics, blah, blah, blah. And they tell you how many munchies your patient is going to need, which seems like a major upsell to me, because if these little things really have to be replaced every week and a half to 2 weeks, and these things run around, well, this was $60 for this together. Okay, this is supposedly one pack for one patient, and this is only supposed to last like 12 trays. I'm not spending that much money. I get pretty good results with Chewies. I think giving these would be better, but not if I got to replace them every 10 days. No way. You know, that's way too expensive. And I don't think patients are going to buy that they need to pay $10 every 2 weeks for one of these little things that probably costs 1 cent to make in China. So they need to work on that. The other thing that's confusing is there's a lot of different products, and I don't really understand which product my patient needs. It would be nice if, I see they sell them in bulk, which makes it cheaper, but it'd be nice if they were individually wrapped. And if there was like a little instruction in each one that would show the patient how to use them. But anyways, okay, so this is the quick guide, okay? Basically, there's 3 slots in one of these little suckers, and I'm gonna demo it. Not on myself, because I don't have aligners, and my person that has aligners is still asleep. But these are the gentle ones. They recommend starting with these. There is 3 slots. There's one for the top teeth. There's one for the bottom teeth, which is smaller. And, oh, I thought this one was supposed to have the hole for the canine. Is that only in a different... Oh, boo. That was the reason why I bought it. See, that wasn't... Oh, the gentle one doesn't have the hole for the canine. Okay, so that's lame. So I wouldn't buy the gentles. Now that I know that, that was the whole reason why I wanted that. So... okay, see, they don't make that clear. These things are hard to open too. You have to be super smart to open these, and clearly I'm not today. So, what the? Oh, I slid them out, didn't I? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so this is the regular ones. And I don't know if there's any difference between these 2 colors or not. But yes, this one has the hole for to put your canine tip in. So, you bite on every single lower teeth, 1, 2, 3, 4. Every single top front teeth, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bite for 10 seconds, release for 10 seconds, bite for 10 seconds, release for 10 seconds. And then you go to the canine and bite on the canine. Okay, so let's read their actual instructions. Okay, with the aligner in place, put your top teeth into the big groove and munch. Bite on all your front teeth for 20 seconds each. Okay, I said 10. 20 seconds each, okay? So 4 times 20, 80 seconds. Then do your lower ones, 20 seconds each on all your lower teeth. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Then, in liner in place, put the munchie between your upper and lower back teeth and munch. Oh, on all your back teeth on the thick side. Okay, so this is your thick side. This is where you do your back teeth. So 20 seconds on each back tooth, okay? 20 seconds on each front tooth with the front top, front bottom, back teeth, okay? And that's 30 seconds, bite up and down on the back teeth. Repeat the process each time you insert your aligner. So they want you to throw this in the case, and every time you put your aligner in, you go through this and repeat. It will actually really, really help the case. And we're gonna go over all the benefits in just a second. So this is definitely helpful. So they say to do it 4 times a day for 2 minutes. Okay, interesting. If your aligner isn't seating, repeat this 4 times a day. Do not chew, bite up and down only. Okay, so it's not a piece of chewing gum. Got it. All right, that makes sense to me. And then let's go over some of the other stuff. Now, this is garbage. We don't want that. So they have a lot more than what I had. So this was useful, okay? So they're saying the benefit is that's an interesting translation. You're gonna have better aligner fit, okay? It also helps to make sure that the force system is delivering along the long axis of the tooth, and it helps with the osteoclast and osteoblast turnover, okay? So a lot of stuff here. They say Munchies engage 30 to 40% of the clinical crown, ensuring that the aligner is seated as much as possible. Oh, as intimated as possible, yes, okay. When aligners are inserted with your finger only, they tend to not be engaged as well. So they talk about all the things that can cause problems with aligners. This is all true. I really like this infographic. They said you could have issues with scanning, you could have issues with the aligner material, you could have issues with the actual manufacturing process. Some people's saliva is more slippery, some people is different, so that can affect how it fits as well. Your specific tooth morphology can have an issue, and then how you put it in, okay? And also, if you have attachments and power ridges, there can be issues, okay? So why do you give the Munchies to your patients? Well, better seating. You actually have quicker treatment time. I know a lot of people that are using Munchies that are doing 5-day aligner turnovers. So this is kind of almost like using something like a V-Pro 5 or a Hyperbite or something like that, but it's a lot cheaper. Helps with inflammatory marker enhancement. It actually makes your teeth less painful if you do that, because you're waking up the osteoclast and osteoblasts. And then also helps to seat the attachments better and helps to increase intrusion predictability. Okay, so we've kind of gone over the anatomy of the Munchie, lower teeth intrusion groove, upper teeth intrusion groove, and a canine well, which is clearly not in the gentle ones that I bought, but now I know. So they have a set called Gentle, which is the set I showed you, which I probably shouldn't have purchased, but now I know. It doesn't have the little canine thing, but this is meant to be very gentle for somebody who maybe is a sensitive person. So maybe it's a good way to get started, but I don't think that's really necessary. The next set is the one that I also have. It's the Firm. So this Firm and Gentle, okay? So Gentle is these kind of like green and blues. Firm is the red, orange, yellow. Oh, this is colors of the rainbow. Red, orange, yellow is Firm. Green, blue, purple is Gentle. Got it. Okay. So Firm is another one. And then there's one called Munchies Max. I didn't get this, but now that I read about it, this is better for bigger mouths, deep bites, and people that have posterior movements. So now you know. Those also come in red and green, but they're bigger because they can reach all the way to the back. This is the one I wish I had purchased. It's called Munchies EPS, now that I read about it, because it has a better posterior seating arm. So in hindsight, I would have purchased this one. I might go back and still purchase it, but it's just a little bit bigger. So we've got the Gentle, we've got the Firm, we've got the EPS, which is a bigger version, but it has a better seating arm, and we've got Max, which is meant for a lot of movement in the posterior. So for each patient, you might be purchasing a different one, but I think now that I read about it, I would probably buy the Munchies EPS. These ones, these pinks and blues, you know, you could choose pink or blue, whatever. Then they have this one called the M series, and the M series is a black one. And they said this is really meant to be for long-term use or use with retentions, okay? So I think you can buy these in a big pack. Okay, then they have one that's on like a vibrator thing. I think that sounds like a waste of money. You can do it yourself and bite around, but that's an option too. I'm not even gonna go over that. Oh, wrong, there's Munchies Maintain. Okay, so this is the black one. That's for retention if you have relapse. But I'm confused. What is this M series? M series is different than retention. Oh, so confusing. Okay, but in any case, they have a lot, and I find it very, very, very confusing. I don't quite understand. I would say just probably stick with the Max or with the Hard. Same instructions for EPS, Max, and M. So upper teeth, lower teeth, canines, and premolars, basically. Okay, here's what they look like when they're all standing together. So they don't have Gentles here. This is Firms. This is the EPS, which is the one that I think I wanted to buy. You've got the Maintain. You've got the, oh shoot. Yeah, these are Max, I think, if I'm getting this right. Am I getting that right? Okay, anyways, there's a lot going on. So how to prescribe. Oh, this is helpful. Okay, this will help me out. So you can see I'm new at this too. They recommend you give 2 Munchies initially at aligner insertion and 1 to 2 as needed at each aligner changeover appointment. Heavier bites, doctors and patients who use greater frequency may use more devices or may need Max or M series. The Vibe, you could sell this. That would be an option. Maintain is when you're done for retention. I don't know if that's really necessary, to be really honest. And if they're being non-compliant, they can purchase it as far as I'm concerned. So that's, I would give that as an option. If someone said I didn't wear it and things moved a little bit, then I'd say, okay, you can purchase a pack of Maintain, and I would sell it at an upsell. So they can do that as an option. This is their calculator, and I think they have it on an app, an algorithm. I know they have it on the website where you can go through and put in some specs about the case and see how many Munchies that you need. But anyways, that's it. That's your Munchies. So now you know about them. I'm excited to run through this case with the Munchies instead of Chewies to see if it makes a difference. Supposedly, you know, I think just because there's more of a plan as to how they use them. Because people always say, how do you use Chewies, right? I think that you're going to get more use and more compliance than you do actually with a Chewy. Because most people you have Chewies, they only use it if there's a problem instead of using it regularly. And by using it regularly, the case is going to go faster. You're going to get better tracking. So anyways, hopefully this was helpful. You should definitely check it out. And sorry I don't have any discounts because they haven't offered me any. All right, thanks. Bye.